गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै सदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। संसारदुःखजलदस्य पतितस्य काम क्रोधादिनक्रमकृकमरीकृतस्य दुर्वासनस्य निगडितस्य निराश्रयस्य चैतन्यचन्द्रममदेहि पदावलम्बम् चैतन्यचन्द्रममदेहि पदावलम्बम्। महाबोधे स्थिरे कनकरुचिरे नीलशिखरे वसनप्रसदान्त सहजबलभद्रेण मलिना सुभद्रा मध्यस्थ सकलसुरसेवावसरदो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे। राधाचिन्तनिवेशिनं यस्य कान्तिविलोपिता श्रीकृष्णचरणं वन्दे राधालिङ्गितं विग्रहम्। भक्त्या विहीनाय अपराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्तश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। बोलो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Okay. The topic was Krishna consciousness.
Maharaj, Shiva Bhaktivedanta Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj ki
Krishna consciousness. We heard few examples this morning. There is a favorable consciousness and there is unfavorable consciousness. Gopyas kamo bhay kamso desh chedyadi nirvaha. Gopis Krishna consciousness. That's why Shri Naraji, when he uttered this verse, he took the best example. If there are so many preps to eat, and if you ask what is the best one, so everyone going to say what they like the most. If there is a feast and there is also cake, so if you ask Pran Prabhu what you like, rice, dal, veggies, papadam, cake, gulab jamun, and he will, if you ask what is the best, then he will say gulab jamun. That's his favorite. So Naraji's favorite and favorite of everyone is that Krishna consciousness in which Radharani is absorbed in. That one. And to be saying one-pointed, there's the only one-pointed. There are many varieties of Krishna consciousness. Gopyas kamo. Gopis with their kam means with their love. Bhay kamsu. Kamsa was also absorbed in Krishna, but out of fear. There was also a big absorption there. But that was out of fear. Shishupal out of envious. Parikshit Maharaj being relation with the Pandavas. And Naraji said, we devotees with our devotion. So that's the etiquette, right? If someone composing a bhajan, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writing a bhajan, he don't mention his name in the beginning. He always sign in the last. Vakati Vinoda Deke Gaura Rasampada. You know? Amare Gane Tua Gana Maji Kinkori Koria Rakho Apani. So all the bhajans, the composer of the song always sang in the last. So Naraji in this verse, he kept himself in the last. Very happily he is saying, and we absorbed in Krishna with devotion. That was Naraji's signature there. So, this is Krishna consciousness. If we read Bhagavatam and if we read other scriptures, we see the tartamya, the differentiation of many varieties of Krishna consciousness. This is where we end up this morning. Where we end up this morning.
What all the different varieties of Krishna consciousness, like the Sakha, the law of Krishna consciousness, which is Shiva.
And how Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is praying for that. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro, tomar shakati achi. Bhishma is praying to Arjun when he was lying on the bed of arrows. Oh Arjun, Krishna is yours. Please give Krishna to me. This also proves that those who have Krishna consciousness, they are not satisfied. Bhishma is also absorbed in Krishna. But when he sees someone who is more absorbed and more in proximity and serving Krishna, spontaneously desire comes in the heart to become like that. It is natural, right? When we hear examples of our acharyas, how humble they are, how their service is towards their Gurudev. When we hear this and when we speak this, and naturally this mood comes, oh, why I'm not like that? Wish I can also serve like this. That evokes the greed. So see the Krishna consciousness of Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj saw Krishna. When he saw Krishna? When Parikshit Maharaj was in the womb of his mother. Imagine. Not even taken birth. Right in the womb of the mother. And Krishna entered in the womb of Mother Uttara. Is a very good place to go, to visit. Krishna entered in the womb of Mother Uttara. To say Parikshit Maharaj? No. You could have done this with his Sudarshan Chakra, with any other weapon, with his presence. His purpose of entering the womb of the Mother Uttara, because he was very fond of seeing the descendant of Pandavas. I want to see how the descendant of my Pandavas, Arjun, Parikshit Maharaj. And there the boy, Parikshit Maharaj, he saw Krishna. And that was my topic in Washington a few days back. Seeing Krishna and hearing Krishna is not one and the same thing. As I was saying yesterday or this morning, to be in Krishna consciousness and to meditating on Krishna consciousness and meditating on the service to Krishna consciousness is two different directions. Similarly, seeing Krishna and hearing Krishna is two different directions. Parikshit Maharaj saw Krishna in the womb of his mother. But he heard and embraced Krishna by hearing from Shukdev Goswami. What is left after seeing Krishna? If anyone says, seeing Krishna is everything, Oh Lord, please manifest in front of me. I just want to see you. Okay, I'm here. Done? What are we going to do by seeing Krishna? Just by seeing him, that's enough. That's sense enjoyment. Where is the service? So, anukulena Krishnanushīlanam. That's so important to follow. The most important for the Vaishnavas. Anukulena Krishnanushīlanam. Bhakti Ruttama. Parikshit Maharaj, he heard from Shukdev Goswami. And there his consciousness was totally immersed as Krishna consciousness. To this point that Shukdev Goswami stopped after 4th day and said, Parikshit, you must be thirsty now. Drink some water. And Parikshit Maharaj said, no. What this ordinary water going to do? When I'm drinking the nectar emanating from your lotus lips. And all this episode happens just because of water. Yeah? Why Srimad Bhagavatam appeared? Because of water, right? Parikshit Maharaj was in the forest. He wanted to drink water. And he put the snake on the neck of Shamik Rishi. And all this happened. He got cursed. Even after seeing Krishna, there can be a curse. Yes. But hearing about Krishna is more important than seeing Krishna. Or in other words, Parikshit Maharaj, he's seeing Krishna by hearing about it. And hearing from Shri Shukdev Goswami, whose mati is totally immersed in Krishna. And then what's the status of Shukdev Goswami? What is his Krishna consciousness? He also heard Srimad Bhagavatam from the lips of two great personalities, Shiva and Vyasadeva. What is the consciousness of Shiva? See how it's like linked? Huh?
Shiva is absorbing Krishna consciousness.
Is fully absorbed. Chanting the name, Panchmukhe Ram Nam Japit Rupurari. He's always chanting the names. And he always speaking about Bhagavatam and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Totally immersed in Krishna consciousness. Shiva. Even to that point that he has no distractions. Every speakers have their own style of speaking. Some speakers, when they speak Harikatha, they don't mind if anyone is walking here and there or doing whatever, children are crying. They're so least affected with this. But there are some speakers who get immediately distracted. Even a little movement from the audience. Different styles. I'm not saying one is right or wrong. My Guru Maharaj, his style was, when he's speaking Harikatha, his eyes closed. And it doesn't matter if 10,000 people sitting or only just one person sitting. And is fully absorbed in speaking about Krishna. Fully absorbed. Even if one person is sitting. We do want a good number of audience. It gives so much inspiration, enthusiasm. Oh, there are 100 people in the hall at Mandala. Wow. And imagine if only one person sitting, then feels a little boring. Okay, I'm speaking to one person. But when it was being asked to Guru Maharaj, he said, I'm not speaking to the audience. I'm speaking to my Krishna. for His pleasure. I'm serving Him by speaking His glories for His pleasure. And in that, if anyone is listening, that's His mangal, that is auspicious. So I don't mind 1, 2, 10,000 or 20,000 or 100,000. Doesn't matter. It's called totally immersion in Krishna consciousness. Shiva, Mahadev, is so much absorbed, he don't get distracted with anything. Even at that point, keeping his wife on his lap, and wife is embracing Mahadev, her husband. And he's speaking Harikatha. How is that possible? Shiva keeping his wife on his lap, and she's giving a loving embrace. And he's speaking Harikatha to so many sages sitting there. What is this consciousness? We get distracted if someone is moving or child is crying or whatever. But see, Mahadev's absorption is Parvati is sitting on the lap. And sages are sitting there. And they're looking at Shiva. They're also not getting distracted. Because the nectar is flowing from the lotus lips of Shiva. And they are embracing Krishna. There's embrace with 2 arms, and there's also embrace by 2 ears. When we hear something, if we are serious to get absorbed in Krishna consciousness, then embracing with the ears. The best media to embrace Krishna, to make Krishna enter in the heart. Krishna can't enter in the heart like this. There is no hole here. But these 2 holes, Krishna entered through ears and go to the heart. That is Krishna consciousness. Parvati is sitting on her lap when Shiva is speaking Bhagavatam. Sages are not distracted. Shiva is, the speaker is not getting distracted. Ideal of Krishna consciousness. And seeing that scene, Chitraketu Maharaj, who was on his airplane with so many heavenly damsels, singing and chanting the glories of Lord Sankarshan. And Shiva also meditated on Lord Sankarshan. So they are both God brothers. Shiva is and Chitraketu Maharaj. God brothers. So Chitraketu Maharaj commented, seeing Shiva like this, to dispel the doubt of people who think Shiva is a lusty person. Just to dispel that doubt. Intentionally, he said, what is this style of speaking Harikatha, putting your wife on your lap? Is that the style of speaking Harikatha? And Shiva just smiled. No distraction there. Because sometimes God brothers, they laugh and joke. And when they laugh and joke, the best thing is not to intervene in their conversation. If you try to be in between, it is just like 2 bulls fighting and you're trying to come in between and separating them. What's going to happen? You get killed. Because that joking was on a very high level and for a purpose. Not simple. Even though the words of Chitraketu Maharaj seems like ordinary words. Pointing out to Shiva, what are you doing? Is this a way to speak Harikatha? Shiva just smiled, but Parvati, she got distracted. Her Krishna consciousness and Shiva's Krishna consciousness is not same. It's not one and the same thing. It doesn't matter. My father, my son, my wife, my husband, they are Krishna conscious, and it is to be believed that then I am also Krishna conscious. No, sir. It's not like that. Prahlad Maharaj is fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness, whereas his own father, Hiranyakashipu, what was his consciousness? Terror. To spread terror. To claim I am supreme and there is no other supreme. That was his consciousness. Prahlad Maharaj consciousness is Krishna consciousness. Even though his teachers are teaching him something different from Krishna consciousness. The teachers of Prahlad Maharaj means Shandamarka. Teaching what? Hypocrisy, cheating, politics, all that. But Prahlad Maharaj fully immersed in Krishna consciousness. And when Hiranyakashipu chastised him, go away from here. What are you speaking? Nonsense. Because Prahlad Maharaj said, Prahlad Maharaj said that the best way to serve the Lord is to perform 9 limbs of bhakti. Shavanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pad Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasya Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam, Iti Pumsa Arpita Vishnu Bhaktis Chanav Lakshana. Performing 9 limbs of bhakti. If anyone perform 9 limbs of bhakti, can very easily attain Krishna consciousness. But with the mood of servitor. So see so much difference, father and son. And when the teacher, Sandamarka, asked Prahlad Maharaj, who is teaching you all that? About Vishnu. And then Prahlad Maharaj gave a wonderful answer. How one can attain Krishna consciousness. Naishamati stavit ukramangri sparshnat at anarthaha mahishyam padrejo vishekam nishkinchanam navrinittu yavat. The only way to attain Krishna consciousness is Mahishyam Padrejo Vishekam. Unless one get the dust from the lotus feet of a pure devotee and smear on one's head, one cannot get Krishna consciousness. That means Krishna consciousness is present where? At the foot dust of a pure devotee. Prahlad Maharaj, being the best teacher, spiritual master, the spiritual teacher is teaching us. That's the only way to get what? Krishna consciousness. Mahisyam padrejo vishekam. To smear the dust from the lotus feet of pure devotees. That's the only way. So the teachers asked Prahlad, who's teaching you all that? Is someone coming to give you tutorial classes and you're learning something different from what we are teaching you? Prahlad Maharaj said, not at all. Then Prahlad, how can your mati, your consciousness, is so different from your father and from us? Then Prahlad Maharaj said, Yatha Brahmatu Brahman Swayam Akarsha Sannidho. Yatha Brahmati Brahman Sam Akarsha Sannidho Tata Vedeti Cheta Chakrapani Yadichai. Just like iron gets attracted towards magnet. Nobody has to teach iron to go to magnet. It's immediately and spontaneously get attracted to magnet. Similarly, my mati, my consciousness, my intelligence get naturally attached and attracted towards Krishna. There is no one to teach me. That's Prahlad Maharaj, Krishna consciousness. We come to Prahlad Maharaj later on. Let me finish with the Shiva's Krishna consciousness. Parvati, she cursed Chitraketu Maharaj. Hey, how dare you speak to my husband like this? Huh? If anyone offend your husband, what are you going to say? Gopika? Huh? Your husband is rascal and stupid and nonsense. What are you going to say? React on this, right? Get angry. Parvati got angry. How dare you speak these words? You know the glories of my husband, Shiva? You don't know. I know because I live with him. And all these sages sitting have no objection. Why you have objection? I curse you. Before hearing any explanation, at least listen to us before you curse. Give an opportunity to speak something. No, Parvati have no space to listen anything from Chitraketu Maharaj. Immediately curse him. You have demonic mentality. You offending my husband Shiva. All demigods pay obeisances to my husband. May you become a demon. Chitraketu Maharaj happily accepted that curse. But then Shiva chastised his wife. Chitraketu is my godmother. You don't understood the intent, why he spoke those words to me. Why you interfered between me and him. We are godmothers, we are laughing and joking. And it's very fair. We're just happily joking with each other. And if you're not understanding our conversation, then why you came in between and you cursed Chitraketu Maharaj? You know how powerful is Chitraketu? He can reverse that curse back to you. Reverse this curse to you. But because he is devotee. So Narayan para na kutascha bhivayati swarg apuvarg moksha. Mahadev is saying, Narayan para. Those who are Krishna consciousness devotees, Narayan para means absorbed in Krishna. Na kutascha bhivayati, they have no fear. And they take heaven, hell or moksha, liberation equally. Swarga, Narak and means hellish planet and heavenly planet and liberation equally. Because they are Narayan para. They are absorbed in Krishna, means they are fully Krishna consciousness. Na kutascha bhivayati. If one is in Krishna consciousness, not in the society of Krishna consciousness, but actually with the mind and intelligence in Krishna consciousness, specifically, the intelligence in Krishna consciousness, then there is no fear. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Jiva Krishna Das, Ei Vishwas, Kar le to aar dukh nai. If Jiva accept that I am servant of Krishna, then there is no worry and there is no miseries. But because we don't believe we are servant of the Lord, but because we have no Krishna consciousness, then all this tendencies to embrace fear, lamentation, miseries, all these things comes. And this is called Dutya Vinivesha. Bhayam Dutya Vinivesha. Understanding? Fear arises from Dutya Vinesh. Dutya Vinesh means second absorption. Or can say secondary absorption. Then what is the first one? The first one is Krishna consciousness, absorption. Yeah, that is very hard. Because we are on a secondary consciousness, absorption. Abhinivesh means absorption, which happens because of embracing the external energy of the Lord, Maya. Then the fear arises. Instead of association with Krishna and the devotees of Krishna, we're having association with the external energy, not the internal energy. And with the consequence, fear arises. Bhayam duttya vineshita. And then when fear arises, there is a delusion in one's Krishna consciousness. Fear. We are always fearful for many things. What's going to happen? War. Fear. What's going to happen? Pandemic. What's going to happen? Hurricane. What's going to happen? Forest fire. Wildfire, right? Happening everywhere in the world. All these things, pandemic has happened, war is happening, and fire every year. Bhayam dutta vineshita. Because of lack of Krishna consciousness. So, is there any example? If you ask a question, any examples, some ideals from which we can learn some lessons? I'm not saying this, Srila Gurudev used to say this. We are still in a very good hands and a very comfortable zone. But imagine, Srila Gurudev told, once a boy came to Gurudev, Shri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, my Shiksha Guru. He said, Gurudev, I'm getting so much hard time from my family. They're not allowing me to come to temple to hear Hari Katha. They're always against all these things. So I'm suffering a lot. I think I can't continue my bhakti. They don't allow me to wear neck bead. They don't allow me to chant. They don't allow me to go to any association, satsanga. Srila Gurudev said, are you in a more worse condition than Prahlad Maharaj? Is your father Hiranyakashipu? Is he giving you poison? Is he throwing you from the cliffs? Is he throwing you in the oceans? Is he bringing some elephants to kill you? He said, no, he's not that bad. He's a good father, but he's just not allowing me to go to attend programs. Then Srila Gurudev said, where there's a will, there's the way. Was. Your father is not giving you poison. But Hiranyakashipu is giving poison to his son Prahlad. Hiranyakashipu is the one who's throwing Prahlad from the cliffs. But did Prahlad Maharaj stop chanting? But he said, Gurudev, I'm not Prahlad, na? I'm not Prahlad. I'm just ordinary. Gurudev said, I know this. You can't be Prahlad Maharaj. But can't we learn from him? Can't we just learn from him? And this is not a comics or some stories, human-made stories. This is stories mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, pastimes mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. If Prahlad Maharaj can be that strong, in the midst of all the Rakshas around him, totally against Krishna, as Vibhishan being brother of Ravan, staying in that country which is totally against Lord and following the principles of the Lord. If Vibhishan has no fear, if Prahlad has no fear, then what is your fear? Your father is not allowing you. You can be at home and pray and remember Krishna. Remember him and pray to make your situations favorable. But on a higher level, devotees is not asking for favorable situations. They are asking for unfavorable situations. How fascinating is that? We always want favorable situations so that we can do our bhajan nicely. At least my room should have one AC, attached bathroom. I must get at least 2-3 meals, nice healthy meal, good amount of sleep, at least 1 or 2 servants. Favorable situations, then I can chant and do things nicely. No. Ideally is not true. Test this, experiment this, realize this. Try to realize this. It's not just out of speaking and hearing. Devotees do pray for unfavorable situations. There was one devotee who was having all favorable situations, and he was doing good service and chanting and hearing Harikatha. Many years back, 30 years back. But then something happened in his life. Something happened. He got emotional breakdown. But he was not giving up chanting. He was not discontinuing his services. And this is what happens when there is any breakdown. The very first thing what we do is give up chanting. Devotees, be careful. The very first thing is, I'm not going to chant. There is no taste in chanting. I don't want to worship Krishna. I don't want to hear Harikatha. I don't want to fast on Ekadashi. Means giving up totally bhakti. So if you ask that person, oh, so sorry to hear something happened in your life. Yes, and that's why I have no taste now. I gave up bhakti. Yeah, a few years back I met one person. Yeah, Maharaj, I gave up my bhakti. I said, but why? Yeah, I just have no taste now. Because so much happened in my life. I said, oh, then I said, since how many days? Yeah, it's been quite a while, 6 months. I said, oh, so you're not eating in 6 months? No, I eat every day. Oh, that means you're not sleeping for 6 months? No, I'm sleeping. Or you're not working for 6 months? No, I'm working. Or you gave up your family? No, they are with me. Everything else you're doing. You're eating, you're sleeping, you're bathing, you're decorating, you're going here and there. But only thing you gave up is your bhakti. That means that bhakti was least priority. You know? And that's why you given up. It was on a least priority. When unfavorable situation comes, when favorable situations, service is going on nicely. In unfavorable times, devotee cry and weep, but don't give up one's chanting and a schedule of reading, hearing Harikatha. And the flavor one gets in that chanting in unfavorable situations is totally another level. And in that realization, a devotee prays to Krishna. Although it is little difficult time, but can I get this time again? Can I get this difficult time again? He prays to Krishna to give me hard time. Because in those difficult times, when I was chanting, it was my serious chanting. Seriously, I was chanting. And in normal situations, carefree chanting. Yeah? Carefree. There is no seriousness. But in difficult times, because it's a point of life and death, the chanting goes to another level. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama. Crying and weeping. And Krishna, he enjoys this. And when Krishna enjoys this, that sadhaka, he actually feels the proximity with Krishna at that moment. In other words, Krishna comes there because that's serious Krishna consciousness. It's a serious one. So Mahadev is saying, Narayan para na sarva kutascha bhivayati. Those who are Narayan para, absorbed in Krishna, Narayan means Krishna. They never, na kutascha bhivayati, they never get fearful. Because the cause of fear is Dutya Vineshita. The second absorption means external absorption, means Maya's absorption. And by byproduct of those absorptions, the very first thing comes is fear. But Krishna consciousness is a consciousness where Yasya Vashunamayanam Krishna Param Purushe Bhakti Rutpatti Pumsam Shok Mo Bhayapaya. Bhayapaya. Shukdev Goswami, first canto Bhagavatam. Yasya Vashunamayanam Krishna Param Purushe. If anyone hearing about Krishna, constantly hearing about Krishna, or the glories of the devotees of Krishna, what happens? Bhakti Rutpatti Pumsam. That individual cultivates bhakti, and with the secondary results of those cultivation of bhakti, shok, moh, bhai, lamentation, fear, and bewilderment immediately goes away. Bhai. 11th canto say, Bhayam Dutya Vineshita. The fear arises because of association and absorption with Maya. But then how to get out of this fear? Yasya Vashunamayanam Krishna Param Purushe. By constantly hearing about Krishna, that is Krishna consciousness. So Shiva told Parvati, why you came in between me and my godbrother? We were just laughing and joking. And Chitraketu Maharaj, he happily accepted that curse from Parvati. And because of that, he became what? Demon. Vritasur. Shri Vritasur. Who's so glorious, even though he's demon, but he's devotee from his previous life, Chitraketu Maharaj. And therefore Jiva Goswami is not even addressing him as demon. He is addressing him with out of respect. Shri Vrita. Shri Vritasura. Because on the battlefield, when Vritasura is fighting with Indra, Indra consciousness is not Krishna consciousness. Indra being the king of demigods. So it is to be certain if a person becomes demigod, then his intelligence will be Krishna consciousness. Not possible. This intelligence can only be Krishna consciousness when it is been supplied by Krishna. What is the evidence? Tesham satat yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upyanti te. Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Tesham satat yuktanam. If someone wants to, what is the meaning?
Always meeting.
They're the one who always is remembering, right?
Those who are always absorbed in me.
Then always absorbed in me. Those who want to get connected with me, I'll supply the intelligence by which they can come to me. So who's giving that intelligence? Krishna consciousness is only given by Krishna. Dadami buddhi yogam tam. Is only given by Krishna, and more than Krishna is given by the devotees of Krishna. More than Krishna is by the devotees of Krishna. That's the storehouse of Krishna consciousness. Krishna se tomar Krishna dite paro tomar shakati ache. You see? Shiva's Krishna consciousness. Chitraketu Maharaj, Vritasur, they are examples of Krishna consciousness. What's the time?
8:10.
Achha. We still have time? So Vritasur now is a demon. Body is demon, but what is his absorption? Prahlad Maharaj is a Rakshas Kula, in the dynasty of Rakshas. But his consciousness is Krishna consciousness. Right? Prahlad Maharaj's father is demon. And Prahlad Maharaj's son also demon. Virochan. But Virochan's son, Kaun? Bali Maharaj is again devotee like Prahlad Maharaj. No. So Krishna consciousness can't be given in terms of relation to each other. Oh, my father is pure devotee, then it's certain that I also become a pure devotee. No. Unless a father is helping, unless the father helping the son to become Krishna conscious. An example in Bhagavatam? Yes, Rishabdev. Rishabdev had 100 sons. And the eldest son is Bharat Maharaj. So Rishabdev called upon his 100 sons. Come. I want to give something very important to all of you. All the sons came to Rishabdev. Yes, father. Tell us what you want to give us. Which property? Which territory? Because Rishabdev was the king of the entire universe, entire world. Yes, father. Rishabdev said, I want to give you Krishna consciousness. What is that, father? How are you giving that Krishna consciousness? The father said, listen carefully. That was the favorite verse of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Naham de de bhajam nirloke kashtam kamam artham vidbhujamte. O my sons, Krishna has not given this body to enjoy like dog and hog. Really, Father? But we thought this body is there to enjoy. Because we, as human beings, can enjoy more than anyone else. Yeah. Is it true? The mountain lion in that mountain, right? This mountain here?
Yes.
Mountain lion also sleep, right? But he don't need a bed. He just sleep where? In the forest. But we can't sleep in the forest. And especially hearing that mountain lion is there. We can't sleep there. But we sleep in our room, bedroom, and bed has to be cushioned or clean, etc. But when we are sleeping, does it matter how expensive is your bed? When we are in deep sleep, only it matters when we are on bed. I mean, we just came on bed. Then we see surroundings. The bed is soft, hard, or soft, hard, or small, or big, or this and that. But once you've gone in sleeping consciousness, or consciousness go to sleep, it doesn't matter. Your bed is $2,000 or $10,000 or $50,000. Doesn't matter, right? It's not that we're sleeping in deep sleep, we are enjoying, wow, it's $10,000 bed. So nice. Everything is sleeping there. What I was saying? क्या बोल रहा था? I was making one point, huh?
You were explaining the verse of
Rishabh Dev is telling his sons, sons, Krishna has not given this body to enjoy like dog and hog. But Father, we thought this is for enjoyment. Then what is the purpose? He said, Tapo Divyam Putraka. Krishna has given this body to perform bhajan, to develop Krishna consciousness. Ideal father. And on the other side, Hiranyakashipu, ideal father. Rishabh Dev is Krishna consciousness father, who's encouraging, inspiring his sons to go to forest and perform bhajan. On the other side, Daksh Prajapati also had 10,000 children, 10,000 boys. 10,000, imagine. He's no other thing to do, just producing children. 10,000 children. And asking the children, his sons, to go do bhajan for the sake of getting married. That was a system. If you want to get married, Srila Prabhupada is giving commentary there. So first go and do bhajan, control your senses, and then get married. So 10,000 sons of Daksh Prajapati in the forest doing tapasya. Naraji came there. What consciousness you are in? Stupid consciousness. Following or obeying your father's instructions. He is not Krishna conscious father. Reject him. Rejecting father, you'll incur sin. No. Any evidence? Yes. Guru na sasyat, sajana na sasyat. Pita na sajanini na sasyat. Bhagavatam says this. That guru is not guru, that mother is not mother, that father is not father, that husband is not husband, that demigod is not that demigod, who are not Krishna consciousness. So Daksh Prajapati sent his sons to perform tapasya to get married and then create, having more progeny. But Naraji came there to give Krishna consciousness to the sons of Daksh Prajapati. Oh children, what you are here for? Tapasya. Tapasya, austerities, for what? To enjoy. The results of austerity is to enjoy. That's stupid idea. The result of austerities is to please the Lord. Just change the intent of your austerity. That's all. I'm here to give you direction. Naraji, he just changed the direction of their tapasya. That's all. And by doing so, all 10,000 sons of Daksh Prajapati became devotees. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Devotees. Daksh Prajapati became so upset. What? My 10,000 children? Then he produced another 1,000, another batch. 1,000 children. Oh my sons, go and perform tapasya and get married. Again Naraji came on the scene. Follow the footsteps of your seniors. And 1,000 sons said, yes, we are following the footsteps of our father, not your father. He is not Krishna consciousness. Follow the footsteps of your elder brothers. They are Krishna consciousness. Is there any age required to follow Krishna consciousness? No age? When you turn 30, 40, 50, 60? No, sir. No age required for Krishna consciousness. Prahlad Maharaj is assigning an age. What is that verse? Komar achet pragyo dharma bhagvataniha durlam manushya janam tadapyanu dhruvarthadam. One should start worshipping and getting Krishna conscious from the age of 5. To whom Prahlad Maharaj addressing? To his classmates, right? Age of 5. And those classmates said, Prahlad, why 5? We have not even gone through Diksha ceremony. No Brahmin thread, nothing. Because as you saying, is good to be Krishna conscious, to worship Lord, but after going through some rituals of Brahmin thread, yagyas, and 5-year age is too less for that. Prahlad Maharaj laughed. That's karma kanda. That's karma kanda. But bhakti kanda is what? Moment you are in the womb of your mother, you can start Krishna consciousness. You don't have to wait to become 5, to turn out to 5. Right in the womb of mother. And Prahlad Maharaj very boldly saying, I am the example. I was in the womb of my mother. And I developed Krishna consciousness there. How come? By hearing from a Krishna consciousness personality. Whose mati, intelligence, consciousness, totally absorbed in nothing else, just Krishna. Who's that? Naraji. How Narad became Krishna consciousness? He himself describing in first canto. By hearing from pure devotees who came to my village. So this is all connection. You see how we started from Parikshit Maharaj, then Shukdev Goswami, then Rishabh Dev, then Prahlad Maharaj, then Dhruv Maharaj, Chitraketu Maharaj complete Bhagavatam in one lecture. Krishna consciousness. Naraji, best example. So he is imparting that Krishna consciousness in the child in the womb of the mother. Don't have to wait for 5 years. Prahlad Maharaj is saying. No time. Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari. Krishna consciousness ki. And our Srila Prabhupada established what? International Society for Krishna Consciousness. International means what? America is not international. Russia is not international. Entire globe is not international. Entire universe is not Krishna international. All universes called international. Understand? So all these personalities from ages following Krishna consciousness. This is ISKCON, the International Society for Krishna consciousness. It's not just 4 walls, boundaries of a society. Hey, every member, life member of Krishna consciousness. Naraj is life member of Krishna consciousness. Life member. How much we have to pay for get membership? 30,000 something. Yes, Prabhu, how much? You don't know? Yeah, in India, it's like 30,000 rupees. But we don't have to pay to become a member of Krishna consciousness. The only payment is hearing, lending one's ears, payment by ears. To hear Krishna consciousness, and then from ears go to the heart and to the hair. This has to be Krishna consciousness. This. So Brahmaji is a life member. Naraj is a life member. Shukdev Goswami is life member. Parikshit Maharaj is life member. Prahlad is life member. Amrish Maharaj, Bharat Maharaj, Rishabh Dev, they are life members of Krishna consciousness. How we can become life membership? To fill a form? Yes, we have to fill a form. What kind of form? We agree what you're saying is correct. And we want to follow your footsteps. This is filling form. And then you have to give a certain money to become a life member. What is that money? Years. This is the payment. And a little faith in Krishna consciousness. And we do pray to all our lineage, Guru Parampara. You are life members. Please make us also a life member of Krishna consciousness. Because right now we have a membership. We are life member of Maya consciousness. International Society for Maya consciousness. We are members of, we have life membership of Maya consciousness. Everything is Maya, Maya, Maya. But we want to become members of Krishna consciousness. At least there's a desire. At least there's a willing. At least we are praying for this. One day it will going to happen. One day. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Gaur Premanande. Devotees are tired now. Please take your prasadam. And after that, be in consciousness. See you tomorrow morning, Mangala Aarti, and then again we're going to hear more on this topic. There are many, many examples of Krishna consciousness. I was thinking when I coming Mandala, what to speak. And by seeing devotees, Madhupad, all these devotees came, say, yeah, that's a good topic to speak on. Means, I'm not instructing anyone, I'm no one to instruct anyone, I'm just understanding for my benefit, churning this with many examples, what is actually Krishna consciousness and what is not Krishna consciousness, and how we are part of non-Krishna consciousness, but we want to become Krishna consciousness. So by examples, not just history, this is ideal examples, because we want to follow our ideals. Hare Krishna.
Parikshit Maharaj ji ki
Shalom.